Here we are, part 3 of the Become Your Own Boss Challenge. And this episode is about putting your money to work for you because, hey, you already work and you only have 24 hours in a day, right? But what if you could hire someone to work for you? Someone to work while you're working or someone to work even while you're sleeping? Yes, that's the key. So let's find out how. Tap the like button and let's get started. So after you start paying yourself first and getting in the habit of giving yourself raises, and then you sell all the crap that's holding you back and you add income to your income, well, that brings us to, I've run out of time, right? Well, you have run out of time. You have 24 hours in a day. I'm not going to go through the numbers. You know what they are. So how do you actually become a boss then?
So, if you want to, go ahead and wear a Hawaiian shirt and jeans. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'm also going to need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday, too.
So, after you start paying yourself first and getting used to giving yourself raises, after you sell all the crap that's getting in the way and you add income to your income, you're probably thinking to yourself, I've run out of time. Hey, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that you really have more time than you think and that you just waste so much on simple things like sleeping and eating and helping those pesky kids with their homework. No, that's not the real world. That's not your world. And that's not how to become your own boss. And I really think that the do more with less mantra so many bosses and personal development gurus repeat, I really think it's exploitive. They tell us you're doing a great job. Now your reward is to do more for me. It's like winning a pie eating contest, and the prize is another pie. Or in today's workplace, it's like a pizza party. Not a raise, not more time off, not better working conditions, but hey, we'll throw you a pizza party on Friday afternoon, and that'll just increase morale and make me seem like a great boss. They're giving us pizza and asking us to be happy with that. The Become Your Own Boss Challenge is about changing that. And hey, as much as I like pizza, I want a little bit more out of life than another piece of pizza. So we're paying ourselves first and giving ourselves raises. We're paying off debt and getting rid of the crap that gets in the way and adding income to our life. Now we've got to find out what are we going to do with that extra money because we need to put it to work for us to become our own boss. Part 3 of the challenge is essentially treating your money like an employee to put it to work for you so that it can generate income for you while you're working, income for you while you're sleeping. And that's the only way to really begin to change our life and money story. So let me lay the groundwork for us. Every self-made millionaire has multiple streams of income. They have a job, they add a second or a third job, a second or a third stream of income, usually something on the side while they keep their job, and then they explore what it is that's going to generate more income, and they put their extra income to work for them. So how do they do that without running out of time every 24 hours? They invest their money. They don't save their way to wealth. No one saves their way to wealth these days. At 0% interest rates, you'll actually be losing money even with modest inflation rates. You can check out my video here on how millionaires become millionaires and the things that we can do to become just like them. These millionaires still only have 24 hours in their days, just like you, just like me, but they do something different with their money. The difference is they've added something called passive income. You see, when we sell our time, when we work a second or third job doing that, we eventually run out of our 24 hours or time to sleep or eat. That's what's called active income. We don't get paid unless we're on the clock. It's a one-to-one exchange, an hourly rate. We clock in and we clock out. Now, there is a baby step some people add in the gig economy for that side job, that second source of income. And that is they come up with sort of a mini salary, a contract. They get paid by the project rather than per hour. And if we're good, we can do the project in less time than we would normally take and get paid by the hour, and we can actually come out ahead. But every person that I've offered this to, everyone that I've heard offer this to, they always take the project rate. Why? Because the project doesn't end when you hit submit and the work product is done. There is always more. There's always more room that the boss thinks, I paid you for the project needs to be what I think it needs to be, so that starts to eat into our actual hourly rate. And rarely do we come out ahead and trick the system by just charging for a project. So what's this amazing idea everybody keeps talking about, this thing called passive income, where I can just make money and not have to do anything? It means identifying stable and known investments and giving them enough time to work for us, and learning to invest more in that which is giving us a higher rate of return, and actually taking money from those things which are not making us a good return. So what are our options? I'll give you the first one right up front because I know it'll scare most of us and we'll never do it. So we'll get it out of the way. And that is to buy a piece of rental property. Something which, after mortgage and insurance and taxes and property management fees, is revenue positive. The gross rent multiplier is good. It's in our favor. Now, I say that because most of us will be so intimidated by the largeness of this that we'll just dismiss it altogether. But this kind of rental income from real estate can gain us a source of income, and the price of the real estate, the cost that we invest in the real estate, can probably increase if we give it enough time. Now, I know it's very intimidating, but I have to tell you, it's probably the surest way to not only add income, but to add long-term wealth to our money story. So if I haven't scared you off and you're still with me, I have to give you the much easier version of this, and that is to invest in a stable, dividend-paying, hopefully good yield dividend-paying security. A real estate investment trust keeps us in the real estate niche, and it gives us a monthly or quarterly dividend. Or into a high-yield market ETF that gives us a return according to the fluctuations of the market. Now, the thing is to give it enough time, because over enough time, the market does give a positive increase. And then the key is to get paid a dividend every month or mostly quarterly. But here's the tipping point. It's to do something called DRIP. It's a dividend reinvestment program, and good brokers like TD Ameritrade or even Robinhood offer this. And so when a dividend is paid by a company, instead of just taking the cash and adding it to our balance in the account, on the day that it clears, it's actually reinvested in that stock, dividend reinvestment program, and it's done automatically. That means that we continue to put our money back into that which is making us money. And dividends reinvested in the stock market over the life of the market in the last 70 to 100 years account for the greatest segment of growth in wealth, greater than the stock prices, greater than just the dividends alone. The dividend reinvestment in those companies accounts for the single greatest source of wealth building over my lifetime, your lifetime, heck, both of our lifetimes put together. Did you catch that? The single greatest source of increased wealth over our lifetimes. Hey, maybe the lifetime and over a century part makes it seem less sexy, but this is kind of a slow, sexy thing. Is slow, sexy even a thing? I probably shouldn't go there. But the important part of this is you can use your FOMO to your own advantage, and you can start today. Start paying ourselves and giving ourselves raises after we sell our crap and start to add income. Now we put our money to work for us so that it gives us a dividend, a benefit, an upside, and grows even while we're asleep. That is called passive income. If you do these three things, and if you start today, you will start to rewrite your money story in big ways. People close to you will start to notice your priorities changing. The money you have won't always be spent. And the longer you hold an investment, the less risky those investments will become to you.
And the longer you hold stocks, the less risky they become.
Hey, that's strange but true. And that's the slow sexy of money. I hope this three-part Become Your Own Boss challenge has been helpful to you. If so, could you please tap the like button? And remember to subscribe and tap the notifications bell so you don't miss the next episode of The Do-Over Show every Monday and Friday. And I'm so glad you found me and I found you. Thanks.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.